I do believe it was Poet Laureate Snoop Doggy Dogg who once said, "Rolling down the street, smoking, sipping on Linen Boost." A little too sweaty for you? That's right, your Shoemmelier is back for another sneakervention. But first, I have to give a huge shout out to all of you because we just crossed 800 subscribers. Blessings, prayer hands, prayer emojis, fist bumps for all. Thank you for all of you that rock with me and decided to push that red subscribe button. And for all you that give those little thumbs up, and for all those comments. It truly has been a lot of fun, and I can't wait for the channel to continue to grow. And as I've said before, I believe the reason for this uptick in subscribers is because the quality of the channel has improved because of comments and suggestions and constructive criticisms from you, the viewers. Thanks for all of that. So what do you say you pull up a shoe and we kicks off this trainer session? Today, we're gonna be talking about the Adidas ULTRABOOST Laceless in the Chalk Pearl Beige colorway. Nuts and bolts out of the way first, this shoe's kind of hard to find. I managed to grab the shoe off of essence.com, that's SSENCE.com, and I've only been able to find this shoe on maybe one or two other websites. It's not on the Adidas website, and I can't find it on my other usual sneaker websites. So I'll be sure to post a link in the description below where you can find or at least look at that shoe a little better. This shoe retails for 200 US American dongles. Now I'm consistently a size 9 across the board. So for me, true to size, a size 9. And that's what I ordered with this shoe. Now, because it is a laceless shoe, you want to make sure that it actually fits because there's no way to tighten the shoe because there's no laces. But it is very narrow right around here. So if you are a wider foot kind of person, you may consider going up a half a size. But I'm not certain about that just yet. All I know is that lengthwise and widthwise, true to size, a size 9 is perfect for me. So what do you say we work our way from the top to the bottom? Or as the kids say, from the front to the back. Looking at this shoe, it is a wonderfully earth-toned beige chalk pearl colorway. At the top, you have a nice ankle collar in that beige colorway. Stretches just a little bit more than the Primeknit does, but it should do that because you got to slide your foot right in. On the front of the shoe, you have the quote-unquote tongue. It is connected to the one-piece upper, and really, the tongue doesn't have an actual role in the shoe unless you consider it just a de facto pull tab. Some people like it, some people hate it. I dig, it's all good. And on the front of said tongue is your Adidas branding on a slightly lighter colored rubber medallion. I would say this is more of a cream color, and you'll see the Adidas 3 stripes on there. Now on the front and middle of the shoe, you have the laceless ribbed for our pleasure system. Looking at the shoe, you can see that is indeed 3 stripes if you take the giant piece of one on the side, one on the top, and one on the other side to represent the 3 stripes. These ribbed areas are actually of a harder material consistency than the rest of the shoe. In fact, you can actually probably play it as a washboard. But you don't feel that harshness, you don't feel that stiffness on the inside of the shoe, it's merely on the outside. On the sides near your ankles, you have a thicker, squishier, more pillow-like area surrounding both sides of your ankle for some ankle support, right? You move your way to the front of the shoe and you have a Primeknit pattern with little air holes or speed holes to let your foot breathe. However, on the medial side of each shoe, near where your big toe would be, the material goes in a different direction and it's a little thicker and the perforations are smaller, so the Primeknit is closer together. I imagine maybe some people were having some issues with wear and tear in that area, so they decided to reinforce it. On the back of the shoe, you have your matte layered faux 3D printed heel cup. That too is in that chalk pearl beige colorway. And then of course you have your ULTRABOOST branding written in sterling silver. All of this sits on top of your standard ULTRABOOST midsole. Enough has been said about it, so choice. If you have the means, I highly recommend it. On the outsole is your standard white rubber Continental outsole. Your Continental logo, found under the toe box, is in a dark gray colorway. No, I don't know the way. And your torsion system plug is in turquoise, surrounded by some white plastic. On the inside of the shoe, you have your white honeycomb material stitched into the boost, and your insole's in the same colorway, beige chalk pearl, to match the rest of the shoe, and written on top of that in white is Boost in your Boosty McBoosterson bubble font. Now, some on footage. now for the newest addition to the documentary, the Sneakerboard. Quick rehash, I will now be rating and ranking the shoe on 5 categories. These rankings will fall from 0 to 5, 0 being the lowest and 5 being the highest. A perfect score would be 25 and the worst score would be a 0. So let's start off with category number 1, hype. For this shoe, there is none. As I mentioned, I can only find it on 1 to 3 websites. It's not even listed on airgoat.com, and while it is listed on StockX, there are no bids and there's no asks. While I did anticipate giving it a 0, I am gonna give it half emoji because it's hard to find, so I guess that's a little bit of hype, right? Like, that shoe's hard to find. Category number 2, loudness. This shoe isn't flashy, this shoe isn't loud, this shoe isn't that showy. The colorway is nice, it's muted, it's friendly, I think most people would like it. I will say the ribbed laceless system will catch some people off guard, so because of that, I'm gonna give it 1 shoemoji. Category number 3, impression. Much like loudness, this shoe isn't gonna get that much of a reaction. It's definitely not polarizing, and I'm not sure this shoe is gonna get that much of a response or have that much of an impact on people that see it. So again, I'm gonna give that 1 shoemoji. Category number 4, versatility. I think because of the colorway, the style, and the fit, this shoe will go with just about anything. It'll definitely go with shorts, it'll go with jeans, it'll go with track pants, don't think it'll go with khaki pants, and probably shouldn't wear black slacks with it. So for versatility, I'm gonna give this shoe 4.5 shoemojis. And category number 5, comfort. This shoe is comfortable. ULTRABOOST is one of the most comfortable technologies on the market right now. Primeknit is also another one of the most comfortable technologies out there. You put those two together and you've created a very comfortable shoe. As I mentioned, on the outside of the shoe, the laceless system is a little rougher, it's a little more firm. However, you don't feel that on the inside of your shoe. The shoe is meant to grip your foot like a glove, like a sock. And because of all those things put together, that's right, I'm giving this shoe 5 shoemojis when it comes to comfort. When it's all said and done, the Adidas ULTRABOOST Laceless in the chalk pearl and beige colorway gets a total of 12 shoemojis, and this puts it at number 1 on the Sneakerboard. It's the first shoe that I've done this for, so it's number 1 across the board. But fear not, over the next few days I'll be reviewing more shoes, and I'll be adding some shoes that I have in my collection and that I've previously reviewed so we can get better context and get a better representation on the Sneakerboard. So that's a wrap on this episode of Documontary. If you like this shoe, maybe you like the new Sneakerboard, give us a thumbs up. If you like what this channel's doing, click that red subscribe box with the YouTube Play logo that says subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching. Stay tuned and just chill till the next episode.